What is up, everybody? Man, Bound for Glory post show. We are in the Den Battleground podcast. Y'all already know the Salt Shakers. Slightly imitated, never duplicated. Y'all already know it's time to talk Bound for Glory in the Den, baby. What is up? What is up, man? Down for Glory. Nikki Bougie here. Dreon Santana, of course, the Salt Shakers. We are in the building. Lord have mercy.
Bro, what a
Great
night.
man. I don't even have.
What a time to be true fans of Impact Wrestling.
That is true. 100%.
You know, we'll of course talk about like the ending of the show and everything like that. But I
Yeah.
mean, Bound for
But
Glory,
yeah.
from top to finish, I think that it was amazing. Every match gave what it was needed.
Yeah.
Um, it was it was a different feel,
Hmm.
like with Bound for Glory. It's I don't know, from like of course, the countdown and everything, but also just the main show itself with
Yeah.
Bound for Glory. It was it was everything that you could really ask for, honestly. Like
Yeah.
it was a wild, wild time, I would say.
Wild.
It sucks
Wild.
couldn't be there in person because like you was there in person. I know the eruption that was inside of
Mm.
that place, but like for those who are watching it at home like ourselves and everything, like I couldn't imagine being there for some of those matches in person
Yeah.
wise. I feel like I would have never sat down.
I don't know. I just wouldn't have been able to just like even capacitate just anything. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would not have been able to contain myself. I would have been a
Thank
little
you,
confused
Tiffany.
by certain things.
Very much
What's
so.
up,
Hey
God? Speaking, we
George.
were talking about you last night,
You are.
and but
George.
yeah,
Up. Hey, what's going
that's
on? Welcome in,
what,
welcome in, welcome in. You know what we're here for. We're here for Bound for
yeah,
Glory. I mean,
Lord, like, mm, I was very pleased. I didn't really have any complaints, especially when people were started to call their shot, which was just so crazy. But I guess we have to
no,
get
of
it,
course, it's true.
get
Like,
it
dive right
cracking,
into,
honey.
you
Let's
know
get it,
what? Oh my God, please. There y'all go with that cracking.
let's get it cracking, honey. Countdown to Bound for Glory, and you know, Gail Kim is out here
Mm-hmm.
to induct Tracy Brooks to the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame. Her being a Impact Hall of Famer herself,
Mm-hmm.
inducting yet another knockout to that long legendary list of TNA Impact
Mm-hmm.
originals, legends, and it was just beautiful to see. I personally, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, up until where was I at? Up until I was walking out of work for um, Chris Bay, Ace Austin trade. So I was watching this with the permission of, you know, my supervisor letting me watch. But
Shout out to the
man, yeah,
supervisor for letting you not miss these moments.
thank God, right?
Thank God.
It was amazing. Oh,
For honestly, truly, for Tracy to be like the third knockout to be inducted into the Impact TNA Hall of Fame, I think that is great. I would expect more, but I mean they truly sort of kind of
yeah,
just started the inducting knockouts into the Hall of Fame like 2015 maybe, so because I think that's when Gail Kim got inducted because she was the first one. So I think that it was perfect timing to have Tracy be someone to be inducted.
Yeah.
Definitely go check out the interview that we did with her over on Battleground Podcast as well. Got picked up by a few publications as well too, where she did go into talking about finding out when she was going to be inducted. Same time we found out, at the same time she found out.
Yeah.
And to be able to have this moment with Frankie and their son Rebel and everything, it's a great time for the OG knockout Tracy Brooks.
Yes, honey. Make sure you check out that interview. And then of course, Stunning, taking
Hmm.
her award, taking her Hall of Fame placement. So we
Hmm.
want to congratulate her on that tonight, kicking us off. And then of course, we had what's his name?
Mike Tenay and Don West were also inducted into
Yes.
the Impact TNA Hall of Fame. Of course, for being exactly what they are, was Jerry and Jim Ross of Impact Wrestling, TNA, and everything like that. And of course, we know that Don West did sadly pass away, so he's still in great spirits. Of course, being inducted in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. So
Mm,
I that was it would have been even more special if he was able to be here to accept that. But when you have someone like Mike Tenay to be able to do it on behalf of both of them, I think that it's amazing. His family was out there, both of their families were out there. And it was a great time for Impact Wrestling, honestly, especially with this being on the countdown
yeah.
to Bound for Glory, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest event of the year for Impact Wrestling. You would think it would be Slammiversary, but
You
no,
would
it's
think
Bound for Glory. But no, it's Bound for Glory,
it's
definitely.
definitely Bound for Glory. It's a nice I've never been to a Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory is like WrestleMania,
It
honestly,
is.
because it's when they do the Hall of Fames versus like Summer versus like your Royal Rumble or something,
We've been to
maybe SummerSlam.
Slammiversary.
Yeah.
We've been Hard to Kill
Hmm.
and
Victory Road.
yeah, Victory Road. I'm trying to think of another big one.
There weren't any other big ones that I've been to.
Yeah.
Only ones I can say is like Multiverse, um,
Multiverse.
Slammiversary, Victory Road, and Hard to Kill were the only ones that I've been to. Now you on the Siege and and all this and that. So
Girl,
it's a long list of ones that you've been to and
girl,
everything
I don't even.
outside of the tapings at that.
Yeah, I love it. You know, honey, we love the good
Yeah.
tape. X Division Championship on the line. Chris Sabin successfully defeats Kenta. It didn't go in the way that I wanted it to go, but it was a phenomenal match. I did get to see very much of this because, baby, Kenta was being an asshole. Okay,
He was also getting his ass beat too.
he
In this
was.
sense as well. It was a great opening. I
No,
will
it
give
was.
it that. It definitely kicked off Bound for Glory in a big, big way. Um Kenta, like you said, being the asshole that he was, and Saban putting all his heart and might into winning this championship. Now, what kind of crossed my mind into this was like, damn, I know he said Saban, but I was like, damn, Kenta could have won because hell, Leo Rush came into Impact and beat Chris Saban for that X Division championship. It could have went that way with Kenta, but nonetheless, I enjoyed it for both of them, and
Yeah,
Saban retains his championship.
child.
At least he doesn't have to worry about nobody trying to call their shot or you know turning their briefcase to them because well that person failed. Miss Angels, you should have waited.
Damn.
You should have waited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
After
well.
this match, you think if Angels would have cashed in after this match?
I mean, he could have. He could have beat him down with a briefcase. Said, "Hey, ring the bell now." 1, 2, 3 would have had a new X Division champion, Allen Angels, and that would have made your night.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, baby.
Oh God.
Like, yes, yes, yes. I think Alan Angels deserves to be a champion, honestly. But
I think
you know,
his time will come eventually.
yeah,
You know. It's not like Saban needs his title. He doesn't.
He really doesn't. But he is still
Champion.
your exhibition champion.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Like that's
That's all you can really say. It's just
congratulations, dude.
congratulations,
God,
Saban. You put your heart and soul into this match to beat Kenta. Uh,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Are in order. We move on to the Monsters Balls match. If you were on social media yesterday and were following Impact, you saw PCO, Rhino, Steve Macklin, and Moose all be locked up in their own respective, I like to call them chambers because that's what it feels like, for 24 hours prior to the Monster Balls match happening. Well, that happened tonight. So, very, I'm very shocked in the winner of this. I cannot believe your granddaddy like was able to pull it off. But I
Shout
also
out to my granddaddy because I there was so much happening within
yeah,
this match. I mean,
yeah.
like,
You're shouting out your granddaddy. Shout out Bully Ray.
yeah, but I'm gonna shout out my granddaddy because he's the one who won the match, not Bully Ray. So not too much. Calm down. Okay. Bully came out there and knocked Macklin ass off the top rope and onto the damn barbed wire table. So this was my granddaddy win. Okay. My granddaddy deserved this win because eventually I'm not gonna be able to see him no more on TV. So I don't know what to say. So at this time, shout out to my granddaddy. He deserved this victory. I mean, of course, Moose, well, you got your ass folded or whatever. Rhino, whatever. Macklin, I'm sorry that you got put through that table by Bully. Honestly, I do apologize about that. That wasn't right. You did tell that man that he was going soft. And I guess he didn't take. You can't tell a New Yorker that they're going soft. That's kind of, I guess, disrespectful. And well, it doesn't look like that was a good thing for you. And well, see what happens. But shout out to my granddaddy for getting the victory. But yeah, so Bully, him and Macklin obviously going to have their tensions continue on, which landed, like I said, him into that barbed wire table. And of course, with my granddaddy winning. So shout out to PCO, well deserved. Even though Moose, you tried to take out my granddaddy, but you failed miserably. Like, shout out to
Well,
PCO, huh?
shout out to your granddaddy, and that's fine and dandy because at the end of the day, Macklin should have won.
Well,
Well,
he got his own issues with Bully. Somebody else you like, so
what do you want me to do? You want me to pick?
I don't know. I'm not gonna ask you to pick.
I've already picked.
That would be disrespectful.
No, I've already picked. And if
Okay.
people know me, they should know who I'm picking, who I'm riding with.
Okay.
Okay. Who do you think it is?
That's not my business.
Wow. We move on, honey. Miss Mickey James getting ready for the Renaissance, honey, aka the main event.
Hardcore Renaissance.
No, I'm not okay. Like it's like what? What kind of dumbass question is that? No, it's bully. Like first of all,
Oh, it's just getting started, Joseph. The after this, it starts to spiral.
no, no,
Me,
definitely,
I
definitely.
don't listen. I'm happy.
Oh, Lord, yeah, no, she
Mickey
was
James
definitely.
was definitely giving. She looked really good in this blue. Y'all always want to do blue when I'm not around.
I've noticed that.
Like when I'm not around, y'all want to do blue, but when I'm around, y'all want to pull out these other colors on.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't have much to say about the Rascals losing their titles. I'm just gonna say I know a lot of people were expecting Myron to. Let's
Boy
discuss.
Club, baby, sweet boys. Listen, listen. I'm gonna do Nikki how she did me the other day
You
when
right. You
I'm
right.
no same. This is Nikki did me like that for what was it, Fastlane,
Wrestling.
when Cody and Jay won. This is my I told you so. I told y'all ABC was gonna get those titles back. This is my revenge for that. I told you so. But then again, Damian and Finn did get those titles back after 9 days.
Yeah. So we'll have to see.
But yes, but honestly, truly, this match was killer. This was a banger match between these two. Like honestly, like the
Yeah.
sequence that they were having. Oh my god. I thought that maybe
Right?
Myron would have showed up because
Yeah.
he's supposed to be there for the fallout. So I thought maybe. So I was already keeping my eyes open. Y'all need to
Yeah.
get rid of that spray can because obviously the spray can is causing a lot of friction right now. That need to pick something
I,
else.
me
Pick something
personally,
else.
me personally,
Yeah.
I just think that the gear was just
Yeah.
impeccable for the Rascals. But
Mhm.
there was a spot where Ace just jumps off from runs from the ring and then jumps out.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
just he is just all
Out
four of these men are, in my opinion, some of the best in the world. Impact Wrestling tonight proved that they are truly like wrestling. Like it's wrestling.
Mhm.
It was just, I mean, and we haven't even gotten to the bread and the butter, obviously, but the Rascals do lose. ABC becoming the tag team championships once again. I'm not gonna lie. I love these kids, so I'm gonna give them a good one, but that's all I'm gonna give them.
Too sweet.
I don't think the feud is over, but I like Bay and I like Ace, and I think they do. Like I said, I think they do really well together. So I don't think it's over, but
Mhm.
we'll have to
Mhm.
see. My boys, they gon' listen. They gonna be straight.
They are. I know y'all asking about like what happened with the knockout tag team title match.
Yeah,
They ended up. I guess it happened to be like a dark match or something. So it basically sort of you could say got cut from the pay per view and everything. So they may air it somewhere down the line,
yeah.
in
I
a
don't know.
sense, but it seems as if like it got cut. And I know y'all, and I know some of y'all on social media was trying to talk about, oh well, and I thought Impact Wrestling does well for their women's division. Just because this match got cut does not mean they don't do well for their women's division. Let's be honest. Sometimes y'all match other promotion matches get cut. Don't nobody know what the fuck happened to it. So don't come over here trying to start some issues over here in the Impact Knockouts division. Okay,
Yeah,
they're fine. They're good. Impact is going to continue to showcase their knockouts in any capacity. Okay,
yeah.
so
I mean,
not too much.
there was only one match, but there were a plethora of women who
No, no,
were
no, not you, Joseph. It was just people I was seeing on like social media who was trying to badmouth Impact about the Knockouts division, the title, and that match
no,
being
it
cut and
wasn't.
everything. So, so you're good. I wouldn't
No,
mess with
I think it's like there may not have been
enough time.
another match. Like there may like Mickey and Trinity may have only been the one-on-one title match, but there was a plethora of women in
Mm-hmm.
the Call Your Shot.
Yeah.
Before we move on to that, shout out to ABC again for those titles. Well,
Oh, bro,
Will Ospreay, Mike Bailey,
match of the
a
night, year,
down year candidate.
like,
Baby,
oh my
y'all
god,
was acting a fool.
this was nasty.
Nasty.
I mean, I was laying down, at the beginning of this match, and at
Yeah.
the end, I was standing up as if I was there. This was something that like was supposed to happen at like the Multiverse United, and
Yeah.
we all know the backstory of it, and that was the fact of Will end up getting injured, so they had to postpone it, But I'm glad they chose to run it back, and I mean like it was so like the sequence that they had in this match, the back and forth, the false finishes, the like Speedball pulling out all his shit. Will Ospreay doing exactly what he does and everything. I know some people may have like, of course, not familiar with Will Ospreay, never seen like a full Will Ospreay match, but I mean, he's the man goes crazy, honestly, and everything like that. And him and Speedball, they gave exactly what the anticipation was for this exact match. Honestly, 10, 10, 10s across the board. Honestly, like there's nothing that negatively could be said about this match at all
Yeah.
whatsoever. Mm-mm.
You have to watch it.
Yeah.
Like you literally have to watch it. And I think it continues to prove while Will Ospreay, of
Mhm.
course, baby,
Yeah.
say something. He is one of the best in the world. Speedball is right there too.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
so amazing, so just immaculate the way they just and it was just so heavy
Mm.
hitting, honey.
It was.
Oh, hell. It's crazy when you make your competition your damn self. Well, Osprey has a lot of matches for match of the year,
He
and
does.
this is one. This is
You
one.
add that to the list.
Yeah, and
So.
of course Osprey gets the victory, as I
He pulled
said.
out the Styles Clash. He pulled out the Phenomenal Forearm.
Yeah,
Definitely channeled a lot of like AJ Styles in this match and
yeah,
everything. I know they did a callback to Styles versus Christopher Danielson versus Samoa Joe, that triple threat match. So like he's had a yeah, Will has had a phenomenal 2023. Like he's been going crazy all over New Japan, AEW. I think he maybe done some AAA stuff too, but now over in Impact Wrestling and everything and stuff like that. What else can this man like not do? Um, to be honest, so that was a good match. I can't put anything past that, honestly.
I know before we die, we will at least have seen maybe anywhere from 100 to 500 speedball matches.
Very much so. Speedball is always on the card somehow, some way. It
Somewhere.
never fails. I feel like I have more Speedball pictures taken of him than
Yeah.
probably anybody else. He's always on the card somewhere. It never fails. Speedball is all since I've got introduced to Speedball, he's literally everywhere. Literally. The man, I don't even know when the man sleeps. He hops over to New Japan and then he's right back over here in Impact.
Yep.
You know?
Who? But
He
what is
did.
next? What is next? There is so
Wow.
much to talk about with the call your shot match.
Hmm.
First, we got to get into some rules.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, yeah.
two competitors start the match. Now, one thing that I love about this is that at the end, it turns into a one on one.
Yeah.
That's what I love. After 2 minutes, the third competitor enters, which didn't really seem to be the thing because it looked like it was every 60 seconds,
Mhm.
to be honest. Um, but let me tell you something. We saw a plethora of people from surprises. Starting us off, of course, Jake something. Now, I was pissed, Santana. You know I was pissed that Eddie was number two.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
I didn't expect Eddie to be number two at all. Like that was not something I was expecting. I thought maybe it would have been like somebody else, but to have Eddie as number two, was not
Yeah.
expecting that. But I mean luckily Kitty King came afterwards, so that did sort of help out a lot. But we had Hoovy too come in. Like honestly, I popped really, really hard for this because it's like WCW, this is like AAA, this is like Mexico's, you know what I'm saying? So like for like WWE, with psychosis and everything. So like this was a big moment for me.
Yeah.
And then we get more people like Sunny Kids made me pop even harder because was not expecting her to be here. And it was so great to see Sunny be a part and debut at the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Like although she did eliminate Giselle Shaw, very sad about that because
Yeah.
Giselle was someone I was rooting for and everything. But to see Sonny Kiss, she looked great. Her and Bully had a little moment
Yeah.
and everything,
That was
and it
amazing
was
when Bullet
great.
started dancing
Yeah,
and
okay, hold on. There you go, being soft bully. That's exactly what
Mhm.
Macklin was talking about.
And then you got
But
attacked.
it was fun.
There was so much that was going on in there. Um, there was just more surprises. Matt Cordona, everybody.
Come on, you can always find Matt Cardona being a part of Call
Love
Your
you,
Shot
King.
somehow, some way.
Somehow, some way. And I mean, like 4 or 5 eliminations between major players.
Yeah,
I mean, they
together.
eliminated. I know Jonathan Gresham eliminated Jody Threat. That was the
Yeah,
funniest
I was
shit
like,
ever.
what? You was trying to
Gresham.
eliminate Jordan. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying? You're trying to eliminate. Listen, he was like, listen, everybody for themselves. Listen, I know. Listen, I
Yeah,
understand, but I want to call my shot too, babe. I
yeah.
do. You know what I'm
Gresham
saying?
is sick and tired.
He
Okay,
was done for, honey.
he
He
was
was
done.
like,
He was
girl,
sick
I'm
and
getting.
tired.
If I got to get my wife out of here, I'm getting somebody. I'm leaving out here with something.
We also saw Matt eliminate Brian,
He did.
unfortunately. So that's gonna play a part. Definitely. I would love to see Brian come over to NWA for those tapings.
Yeah,
And kind of get his
because he's
revenge.
what a face over there, right?
You could
Sort
say
of.
it. Sort of. I mean, all of them were kind of like when Chelsea was over there,
Hmm.
I she wasn't a super heel, but she was, you know,
Yeah.
they were all pretty much together, and VSK was there and he was a little
Mm-hmm.
tough, and I don't know, it was more about a family connection. I feel like when you do families, it makes you tweeners in a
Yeah.
sense. Like Tony D'Angelo, they're not really heels to me.
Mm,
They can be, but anyway, Jordan Grace was very impressive. So impressive that her and Bully Ray go 1-on-1
yeah.
in the finals. This is big because this is for one, and in this moment here, this is
Mm-hmm.
the furthest that a knockout has ever made in
Hmm.
any of the Call Your Shot gauntlet matches. So that's historic right there. That's Jordan breaking another record. Of course, Jordan
Yeah.
is the first woman to be a Triple Crown champion
Hmm.
in Impact Wrestling as well. So the girl is doing it, but
She's
she
also
was,
the first digital media champion.
yeah,
So like she's definitely created a lot of history. I mean, it was bound for glory that a knockout wins this year.
yeah.
No pun intended. But it was meant for a knockout. Like I would have been pissed if Bully had won again. Honestly, I truly would have. Because I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need a repeat or
I
anything
don't
like
know why
that.
I would even
I don't want it.
that
I don't
is,
want it at all. Don't want it at all. But shout out to Jordan. She
yeah.
did let it be clear that she's gonna be calling her shot at Hard to Kill for the Knockouts World Championship. Now, once again, Jordan Grace is going into Hard to Kill with an opportunity at the Knockouts World Championship.
Which
It
is
would have been
fine.
nice if she went after the World Championship because I know you and I we were kind of talking about that. That's something that feel
Yeah,
like that she could have done and everything.
would have been
But she's
nice.
going after the
I do
knockout.
think that um there's gonna have to be a time where we allow, no, I don't want to say allow, but they allow or they have a knockout, another knockout win that world title. It's a must. Kylan King, Giselle Shaw, like these are people that the outside world may not believe it, but Impact Faithful believes it.
Oh, of
And
course.
I just feel like it would be nice to have another knockout on the world championship bout. That would be very nice to see a company have a world champion that's a woman and a knockouts champion as well. So,
Hmm.
speaking of knockouts championship,
Oh,
what happened?
well, I will get to it when we get to like towards the end of the show and everything, because it's in regards to the plans for TNA,
Oh,
alleged plans, basically.
okay. Well, honey, Knockouts World Championship is on the line. Trinity defends against Mickey James. This is the first time that these two face one another. Um, so I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting by the end of, like by this time. I was really just trying to just, like focus. It was good though. The match was really good. Trinity ended up winning. There wasn't much that I felt like needed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the timing was right, but there was just nothing that really just stood out. But it was a great match though.
I think a lot of people were expecting, I guess, a little bit more from them. I guess because of how like all of the other matches were going
Yeah,
on the card. I guess they were expecting some like over the top uh stuff to happen between Mickey and Trinity. Like this was more so like friend versus friend. This is not friend
right.
versus foe. This is a friend versus friend match, first time ever. And you have someone like Trinity, who is like it is your reigning knockouts world champion. And you have someone like Mickey James, who's no stranger. She's a 5-time knockouts world champion. And tonight it was really just who the best of the best with these two women. Mickey doing what she does best, be extremely manipulative, pulling out some of the moves that Trinity normally does in her matches and using them against her and everything. It even got to the point where like Trinity was kind of knocked out after that move that Mickey did on her, which I thought
Yeah.
like, all right, Trinity, you're able to wake up.
I didn't know what was going on during that time. I didn't know if that was a work or not because,
Yeah,
honey, when I
she was
say
knocked
Trent
out,
looked
and
dazed,
dazed and confused, what they like to say. She
I
was kind of
thought
laid
I thought
out,
Mickey was finna
execute, and
pack it up, baby.
it's
Like,
gonna be done for. But like I had said for the prediction, I was like,
yeah,
Trinity needed this victory. She needed this win. Like Mickey James, she can lose this match here. Trinity is on a high right now, and you know you don't want to ruin that high that Trinity is on. She needs to be built to where she's able to have some tough competitors. You know what I'm saying? She's had some tough competitors. I mean, I know people like to try to say something about Lish and everything, but Lish is a a very manipulative woman. She knows her way around it. And since she's came into her own, she's been utilizing that against her opponents and everything. When you have someone like Mickey James, who's literally a veteran over here in Impact Wrestling, TNA, whatever, she knows the ins and outs of what it is to be able to get the championship. She even blocked some of Trinity's moves that she knows she was going to do because Mickey's been studying the game. So I feel like Trinity, just let her finish out the rest of this year. You know what I'm saying? And she go out to face Jordan Grace, and if she beats Jordan Grace, then that's great. If she loses to Jordan Grace, I don't know. That's something I can say about that. But then again, it's like, well, where does this go for Mickey? What is Mickey gonna do? You know, Mickey, you never lost it. You never lost the title. You had to vacate it because you had your injury. Now you can say that you try to get your title back and you lost. So fair and square. Why you laugh? So,
I mean,
what?
you're not
Why did you
wrong.
laugh at that?
You're not
Like,
wrong. It's just the crazy the way you were saying it was just like fuck. You're right though. You're
so
right.
I mean, you know, like I said,
I don't think
Trinity.
this is over.
No, I don't. I think that eventually, somewhere down the line, there's gonna be more to what they have in store. I mean, especially when they're going over and doing their London tour and everything like that, because it's pretty much the last stop for Impact over in America. You know, so after Fallout and everything's gonna be pretty much all the way up into um, London and like Canada and everything like that. So next time, truly see like Impact in America is like January for Hard to Kill. So but honestly, Mickey's gear looked absolutely amazing. Trinity's gear looked amazing. They looked like they were truly having that moment even after this match here. Like as
I
soon
love
as
this.
soon as like Mickey, tapped out or whatever and said she, she submit or whatever, and Trinity letting releasing immediately, and giving her a kiss on the head and everything like that, and truly like understanding like, listen, once that bell was done ringing, whoever won, we were still friends after that, and the respect that those two ladies have for each other is immaculate. They were doing media day together
Yeah.
and everything like that. So like this is a true friendship, and for Mickey to be able to have the opportunity to face someone who's a friend for the very, very first time. Same with Trinity. It was everything that it needed to be. I get it, you wanted a little bit more, you might have won a longer match, but it didn't need to be much longer because you're just gonna drag
Yeah.
out so long, especially if you don't have much planned. So
And there, it didn't have to be like over the top, like you said either.
no.
I just think for me, there was nothing that really like I was so when I was watching the match, I was just watching the match. I don't even know what they were even doing. I was just like, who the hell is finna win? Like, and then when she did that when she wrapped her legs around Mickey and then slammed her into the mat, that's when I started paying more attention to what the hell was going on. Cause I was like, girl. But it was just a good match. And there was
Yeah,
nothing that I felt like was too much that came out of it to
yeah,
where I feel like and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I do feel like it's there's something else that's gonna be there. Maybe we don't know what's gonna be up for Trinity next. So we'll have to see. But Trinity
yeah,
is still Knockouts World Champion after Bound for Glory, baby. Bound for
mm-hmm.
Glory.
Down for Glory.
Bound for Glory. Okay,
It's like a church song.
girl. Let me tell you something, Ellie.
Oh God.
I have nothing. I don't. You're gonna get your ass kicked at Hard to Kill. And before then, December 2nd, I'm gonna do everything I can to get to Iowa. I ain't never been to Iowa. I don't know nothing about Iowa. You are gonna lose your title. And that's all I got. Joseph, please don't start. Cause you know. Congratulations. Brought to you by Joseph, you guys. Yes, Shelly is still the champion for whatever reason.
Yeah, he will be defending the title against Jonathan Gresham tomorrow. Could you
If he
imagine
loses,
if
that's
like could you imagine if like Josh had won and then we would got Josh and Will Ospreay for the Impact World Championship?
no, it would have been Will. Oh yeah, you said Will and Josh,
Fallout.
right?
Yeah, it was for the Fallout and
Yeah.
everything.
That would
So
have been that's a treat. But even without a title, Josh and
it's a
Will
treat.
treat.
Sucks, man. You can't go to those segments. But Shelly, you prove that you are the face of Impact Wrestling.
Jesus
You know
Christ.
what I'm saying? You beat Josh Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Josh in the same predicament as Mickey James was. Didn't lose their title, had to vacate because of an injury.
Whew. Girl,
Same
he
thing
is
applies.
not the face. That don't make you
Same
the
same thing same thing applies, you know?
that does not
So
make that
same
does
thing
not
applies. Same thing applies for Josh Alexander. The only thing is that him and Shelly are not like the best of friends because they brawl. Mickey and Trent, they were like cool, shaking hands, saving each other. They Thursday, oh, they was jacking in the back for real. Okay, so I don't know, but Shelly proved that he's the one who's meant to be Impact World Champion. And did we want it?
I
No.
hate when you put it like that.
What?
He proved to be the one to
I
be,
mean,
or whatever
he
the hell.
did. He did.
That
He did. He proved to Josh that he could beat him and that, you know,
he's definitely gonna snap, and I can't wait for y'all to see who this man really is.
he's gonna snap it hard to kill.
That could be. Girl, I can't even remember his damn. No, is it? Is he facing Jake Crease?
I
They
think so.
had that,
Yeah.
and
I
you
know
know
Jake.
what?
But yeah.
I hope, and I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be there. I don't know how I'm gonna be in North Carolina on the first and Iowa the second, but I'm gonna somebody. Hallelujah.
Well, yeah, cause Simon Miller and Joe Hendry got into an altercation on Joe Hendry's show that made, and then Simon started to show up on camera with a damn neck brace on or whatever, and it results into them having a match for a turning point. Now, who asked for that? I cannot tell you because I know I did not, honestly.
I
So
didn't either.
I don't know, and I did not expect that anything like that. So praise the Lord, honey. Okay, so they did end up sending a press release for TNA and everything. They are back, baby. They are back. So welcome back, total nonstop action. Since we're here, we might as well go ahead and talk about it. Of course, after Shelly defeated um, Josh Alexander, we end up getting like a very, very nice video thing. They told us, of course, Tom told us to wait, towards the end of the show because it's gonna be something really special that they're gonna show or to us. It was more so pertaining to Hard to Kill. Had no idea that it was gonna be pertaining to letting us know that TNA, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling is back, ladies and
Back.
gentlemen, and it's going to begin the new era of rewriting their story. Starts at Hard to Kill. This is the render that we have: Trey Miguel, Moose, Shelly, Saban, Trinity, Josh, Deanna, Mickey, Macklin, Speedball. This is the render, letting everyone know that we're back. They're back. Well, we're back because we're part of TNA Wrestling. Goddamn it, right now. So
I
they they
mean,
also sent out a they also sent out a press release in regards to TNA and everything like that. So they're gonna returning of the iconic TNA wrestling name at Hard to Kill, the first pay-per-view of 2024, which will originate for the first time ever from the Palm Casino Resort in Las Vegas, Nevada. So TNA will be launching 2024 with Hard to Kill on Saturday, January 13th, with a second night of action packed professional wrestling, the Snake Eye Extravaganza show at the Palms on Sunday, January the 14th, and that will be taped and air on the company's flagship show, Impact, airing every Thursday on Access TV. Ladies and gentlemen, so tickets for Hard to Kill go on sale on November the 4th. And the company official confirms that the new year will launch a new look TNA wrestling that runs from the entrance ramp to turnbuckles in the ring to larger, more prestigious venues and much more. Further details on the TNA wrestling return will be revealed on Tuesday, October 24th, when Scott Demora sits down with an exclusive interview with Tom Hennepin that will air on Impact's Facebook page starting at 12 noon Eastern. The Q&A will include questions from worldwide professional media on questions about that.
and
Um,
we will
yeah,
be in the building because Santana has no choice but to get on the plane. Because
yeah.
I will leave her ass.
You would do what?
Leave her ass where she at.
Where am I?
Girl, I have no idea. The world may never know. Hard to Kill will be going to Las Vegas, Nevada, as Santana said, Saturday, January the 13th, in the Palms,
Mhm.
honey. This is my first time in
Yeah.
Las Vegas too, bitch. I'm finna
Same. Why did they change their name to Impact in the first place?
have it.
That's a good question. I want to say like it was before. I think because they wanted to go into a different landscape, so they kind of started do like Impact, like TNA Impact Wrestling at one point, and they wanted to go into a new direction, kind of away from the whole Dixie Carter, Hulk
Wasn't
Hogan.
Impact like the BTI at one point?
It was. Hmm. It was at one point, and then they just pretty much decided they wanted to change it to just strictly just Impact Wrestling. They wanted to drop off the TNA because of the negative connotations of that it had at that time, especially like I said with Pixie Carter and and all this stuff there. So like they just ended up changing everything, and
Yeah.
now they are going back to its original name, but they're rewriting their story, they're rewriting things so that they're trying to get into the, especially with the new upgrades that they're going to be having too, though, in addition to going back to the old name being TNA. There's going to be a lot of changes happening, especially like they said with the venues. We're hell, we probably might be getting a lot of people coming over to TNA now and everything. The only thing I know that when I was reading online, Sean was saying that in the plans, of course, when you think of TNA, you think of that six-sided ring. That's why I went back so very much. But unfortunately, at this time, allegedly, that hasn't been in discuss for those plans for TNA, especially the ring wise.
I'm just
But
hoping that we
it
get
was happy.
exclusive. We should get exclusive tapings in Nashville. Like all taping should be in Nashville. That's what
I
I
just
think.
feel like, yeah, because I mean, I just feel like if they're going to be doing a lot of those upgrades at Skyway Studios where they've
That
been
might be
or what this
NWA,
place, huh?
Loki. That might be for NWA.
Yeah, but they put out their release to say that, so but I don't know.
Who knows? I don't know how it works. I just hope that they like if they're expanding Skyway,
Hmm.
because obviously they have the parking for it. Then
Definitely.
I would hope that they're gonna be able to expand like the studio audience to have
Yeah.
you should strictly tape. Like, could you imagine being able to go to a Impact live show every Thursday night at Skyway? I would be like, put it in my veins. Every you mean to tell me like I would quit? Like I would literally like tell my job like I cannot work on Thursdays. Could you imagine go showing up to an Impact show on every Thursday night and it's a live taping?
Hmm.
I just I don't know. I'm not saying you got to do it like every time, but you know what would be like super cool is if you did one show live, like the first hour live, and then do another hour and it's not live, and then the next day do two more hours and it's not live, and then that's like you could do that like once a month.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
I don't know, but
'Cause it also you have to think about injuries, you have to think about talent, you have to think about travel, you have to think about city, location,
yeah,
flights, travel.
all that stuff. And I mean, like what they're doing, what they were doing in the sense of the fact of they were, they take, so much for like 4 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever, and then you have your weeks off until like what maybe the next tapings or the next pay-per-view or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it does cut down on some of the injuries possibly, but also in the fact of that there are those wrestlers that are over in Impact or TNA starting January that they wrestle at other promotions.
We in
Holding
NWA.
champions at other promotions too, though. So like I know, but of course, when you sign to Impact TNA, like that's your first job, so outside of it, whether you holding other championships or not somewhere else. Like if they
Yeah.
say, listen, we need you this week, Your ass better be there because you're signed to this company.
That's
So
if you sign.
as if you signed. If
'Cause
you're
look how
not, then
long
hell,
Chelsea was there that long and had no
no,
contract.
at all
So
whatsoever. But she was on there every week signing. She was doing signages and everything. She was holding the title and everything. Played a big part, but also doing her shit on the indies too at other different promotions. So like that
big,
same,
yeah.
and everything too though. So like
Chelsea was everywhere.
she was
XPW, NWA, GCW.
all over.
She
She
was
was
working.
definitely doing her shit over on the indies before she takes Triple A. Said, "Hey, bro, I want my job back." And here we are now, and she's doing what? Holding a championship over there and being the Chelsea Green that people love so
Justice for
dearly.
Chelsea Green.
So, you know,
She's gonna become the longest reigning tag team women's champion. It's gonna
of
be
all time,
it's gonna be
of
lovely.
all freaking time.
Yeah. That's
But
it,
yeah,
folks.
it was a great show. Definitely enjoyed it from top to finish. Very
10 out of
definitely pop. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Definitely pop with the whole TNA thing. I didn't. I thought they were just trying to let us know something about hard to kill because okay. That's initially what it was supposed to be for, and then
10. Yeah,
boom, we find out that they're going back to TNA. You know, for January,
yeah.
starting with hard to kill. So it's gonna be pretty big. It's gonna be a great moment and everything. Cross fingers that I do get on my first plane. I mean, who can you say your first plane ride is gonna be going to Vegas? Nobody can, not a lot of people can do that.
That's not like
That's not likely
that's
either.
terrible. Like to be honest, it's terrible because it's a long flight. Like
How long is it?
my first flight was to Miami, and it was
Mhm.
like a good 45 minutes, like 45 minutes to an hour.
Well, how
Las
long is
Vegas,
it from?
it's like a 2 hour, maybe 3 hour, depending on if you have layovers.
Uh, yeah,
We'll see.
I'm about to be up in the air somewhere, and
We'll be there. We will be there Thursday. Love you.
so we're gonna get there dumb early.
Yeah, we'll do our show live in Las Vegas.
Cause I need a full preparation. So I want to get out on the strip
And then
and
we leave out Monday.
yeah, I want to get out on the strip and do something. You know,
Damn.
see
That's too.
Barcelona. Nowhere
I
when I
don't,
get
my longest flight was to LA.
yeah,
And
the Shakers then on the road, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna
yeah,
start
we'll
calling.
be going to WrestleCade too. So
Mm-hmm.
make sure you check that out because we got a lot of stuff to do at WrestleCade, honey. A lot.
But yeah, so I mean, crossing fingers and toes and tongues and all that stuff there uh, for me to
Hi.
get
I don't
for
know
me
where
to get
folks
the
uh,
huh
I don't know where folks got that from.
what
Crossing the tongue. I hate when people say that. They must
That's my first time saying it. I've never heard nobody say that though. So
yeah.
like I just thought that I was the first person, but unfortunately I'm not there. Thank you for ruining my time and moment. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
I am
But
very sorry.
don't be. But in a sense of that, yeah, we wanna see we may vlog me getting on a plane for the first time, honestly.
Five
Have you ever,
hours.
you ever seen the Jackson 5 movie?
Yes.
When Joe Jackson was trying to drag Michael to get on that damn plane, and Michael was fighting back. That's probably gonna be me. Not gonna lie. I'm probably
You
gonna be
know what's
like,
funny
I
is
ain't losing my shit.
you gonna be on like you're gonna be on a flight for 2.5 hours and then 2.5 hours again for your first flight.
Like two?
Yeah,
Or
like you're gonna be on two planes. Cause the way they do it now, like okay, when we traveled before COVID,
well, I don't.
if
What an airport drink? Because I don't drink, so I need some other options.
girl, I'm telling you, there'll be you drink.
What
I'm
are
telling
some other? What are some options that you can give to non-drinkers like myself in a sense. Benadryl,
No, I
is
don't.
Benadryl a good option, or what? Somebody just like I just tell the
I
flight attendant to like punch me in the face really hard, and knock me out. Like
I can't say
what?
what the only thing that helped me was getting on the plane. That was it because there was something that everyone that I flew with, there was something that they left out on purpose. They did
Mm-hmm.
not tell me how the plane was going to take off. So I
Okay.
never knew that that was how the plane. So nothing is going to be able to prepare you for that because you're not going to know what it is. You're not going to know what it is. It's like being on a roller coaster, but it's like 10 times that and then eventually it just stops. But it's it's just the way it takes off. Like no one can prepare you for that. In my that's just my opinion because no one even told me like no shit like that was gonna happen. That shit was crazy. Like when the plane took off,
I just want somebody to knock me out.
girl, that shit was crazy.
I want to get buckled up into my seat and just like I don't
Girl,
know,
I be knocked the hell out. You need
like
some gummies.
I need what?
You probably need some gummies.
What gummies?
Like some gummies, some like sleep gummies.
Like melatonin type shit.
Something. You need to look into something. Cause girl, I'm telling you, honey, the plane, you don't have to get on the plane, girl. Cause honey, it's time.
I am trying to go to Tokyo next year too, though. So like, I might as well, I guess, get myself prepared and everything too, though,
Yep.
because like I've never been off the ground for a very very long time in my life ever.
And I'm telling you, the time is now, honey. I'm so glad that I didn't wait until after COVID to fly because I probably wouldn't fly as much. But I will say now is the best time to. It's the airlines are so much different. I don't know, girl. Like I cannot explain it. I've been on so many flights this damn year, and I don't even want to like. Santana knows this. I do not even want to get on a plane, like for the rest of the year. I'm not going nowhere until Las Vegas. Literally,
I
yeah.
might need to, might need to
They
chat
have
with me.
this spring, girl,
Might
like
need to
some
chat with
peach
Miss Mercedes, see what she got over there.
some peach rings. Cause me, baby, let me tell you something. When we check in, honey, take off your shoes, put my shoes on. Girl, I don't give a fuck if it's 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 p.m. She's going to have her a green t-shirt. Okay. She's gonna set her bags on another chair and she's gonna open her laptop and she's gonna say, hey, can I get a green t-shirt? Yes. And if I feel okay, I might get another one. Once I get, and the only reason I do that and I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna give me a little bite to eat. I might go to like if I'm in the Nashville airport, I might go to a barbecue and give me a biscuit, give me a strawberry, not a strawberry, but a Sasha's biscuit. You know, yeah. And I'm gonna eat because if I don't eat or drink before
Hmm.
I get on the plane, I'm gonna be like sick to my stomach. It's ooh, it's so terrible. It is the worst. But everybody's different.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm about to figure some things out
You
for
got
my
to.
life. Uh,
Thank y'all for tuning in to Bound for Glory
mm,
Post Show with
we're
a
here
little,
longer than
with a
expected.
little late night chat after. Honey, that's the exclusive. Of course, continue to follow Battleground Podcast and the Shakers Den as well. And we follow our Twitter, follow everything. We will be back. We have a show to do for Monday. We have some
Yeah.
interviews to do. We have so much going on. So much going on. So much going on. There will be hopefully some more interviews dropping soon. But
Yeah.
that will be back. We'll be back live Tuesday,
Mm.
and then next Sunday we'll be back for a short show for the Shakers Den. So
I don't know what that is, but
mhm.
thank you guys once again for hanging out with us here for the Bound for Glory post show. And we will see you guys real soon. I hope y'all enjoy these graphics too, because I try to do it based off Bound for Glory. So hope you guys enjoy those and everything. But have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and so on and so forth. Bye, guys.